Nyokayemabhunu sends a bold message to Mnangagwa after his return. A nation listens. Good day, viewers, and welcome back to the channel that brings you the latest, sharpest, and most captivating political stories straight from Zimbabwe and across Africa. If you're joining us for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. You won't want to miss this compelling update as the political winds shift yet again in Zimbabwe. In what can only be described as a powerful and unapologetic moment, the controversial and outspoken figure Nyokayemabhunu has made a fiery return to the public stage, delivering a strong message directly to President Emmerson Mnangagwa. The political activist and social commentator, who had been away from the spotlight for a period of time, returned to the country with a renewed voice and a message that has sparked attention nationwide. Standing before a crowd of supporters and speaking with visible passion, Nyokayemabhunu wasted no time addressing what he called the continued erosion of the people's voice under Mnangagwa's leadership. His message, layered with cultural references, historical insight, and calls for reform, was nothing short of electric. Many in attendance described it as one of his boldest public addresses yet. Nyokayemabhunu began by acknowledging the difficulties Zimbabweans are currently facing, from economic instability and rising cost of living to youth unemployment and widening inequality. But he didn't stop at simply identifying the problems. He placed the weight of responsibility squarely at the president's feet, challenging Mnangagwa to act not as a ruler above the people, but as a servant of the people. He invoked the spirit of Zimbabwe's liberation war, reminding listeners that the sacrifices made by the country's forebears were not for a nation ruled by fear, silence, or unchecked power. The people fought for dignity, he declared, not for survival. They fought for a future, not just for promises. Nyokayemabhunu's speech was not just a critique. It was also a call to action, urging citizens to reclaim their voice, to demand transparency and fairness in governance, and to hold their leaders accountable, regardless of political affiliation. His message was delivered with clarity, firmness, and the unmistakable tone of someone who believes deeply in the cause of national renewal. Unsurprisingly, the government has yet to officially respond to the message. However, sources close to ZANU-PF insiders suggest that the president's advisors are paying close attention to the sudden surge in Nyokayemabhunu's popularity, especially among the youth. Social media lit up within hours of his speech going viral, with hashtags like #NyokayemabhunuReturns and #MessageToED dominating Zimbabwean Twitter and Facebook spaces. Analysts are now asking, could Nyokayemabhunu's voice be the beginning of a new political movement, or is it simply a passionate return from a seasoned activist? Either way, his message has clearly struck a chord. He emphasized unity, calling on Zimbabweans not to fight each other but to channel their frustration into positive change, guided by love for the country and respect for its values. Before we close out today's powerful update, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can stay informed as this story develops. We'll be tracking the reactions, the potential fallout, and what this all means for Zimbabwe's political future. As Nyokayemabhunu returns with fire in his voice and purpose in his stride, the people of Zimbabwe find themselves re-energized not just by his words, but by the possibilities they represent. In a country still searching for balance between power and people, this message might just be the spark for something bigger. Stay tuned.